A powerful blizzard has brought New York City on Long Island to a near standstill, dumping feet of snow across the region and triggering states of emergency. Travel bans are in effect, public transportation has been suspended or severely limited, schools are closed, and millions of residents are being asked to stay indoors as dangerous weather conditions continue. What was initially forecast as a minor winter system has intensified into one of the most significant snowstorms the region has experienced in years. A storm that was expected to bring only a few inches of snow has transformed into a full-scale blizzard, crippling much of the tri-state area. Forecasters say a powerful nor'wester rapidly intensified, delivering heavy snowfall, fierce winds, and near-zero visibility across the region. Blizzard warnings remain in effect for all 5 boroughs of New York City, Long Island, and large portions of New Jersey. Under blizzard criteria, sustained winds of at least 35 miles per hour, combined with visibility reduced to a quarter mile or less due to blowing snow, must persist for 3 hours or more. That threshold has been met and in some areas exceeded. In Central Park, more than 15 inches of snow has already been recorded, placing this storm among the top 20 snowfalls in the park's recorded history. Meteorologists warn that final totals could climb even higher before the system exits the region. Meanwhile, in ice sleep on Long Island, snowfall totals could within the top 5 snowstorms ever recorded there. States of emergency have been declared in New York, New Jersey, and Connecticut. New York City officials have also issued a citywide emergency declaration in response to rapidly deteriorating conditions. Late Sunday night, emergency alerts were sent to cell phones across the city, announcing a ban on non-essential travel through noon Monday due to what officials described as dangerous blizzard conditions. Similar travel restrictions were enacted in parts of New Jersey. Officials are warning that snowfall rates at times reached levels comparable to some of the most disruptive winter storms in recent memory. Combined with powerful wind gusts, blowing snow created widespread conditions, reducing visibility to nearly zero and making travel extremely hazardous. The storm has severely disrupted transportation networks across the region. The Long Island Railroad experienced delays and service reductions due to snow-covered tracks and signal complications. Crews worked continuously to clear switches and maintain limited operations, but officials acknowledged significant slowdowns. Subway service within New York City continued to operate, though at reduced frequencies. Outdoor and elevated sections of the system faced particular challenges, with occasional suspensions and temporary interruptions as snow and ice accumulated on tracks. Bus services were partially suspended, with numerous routes either delayed or cancelled altogether. Air travel has also been heavily impacted. Thousands of flights in and out of major regional airports were cancelled or delayed as runways required constant flying. Even food delivery services were forced to halt operations. The popular delivery platform DoorDash announced it would temporarily suspend services within New York City to ensure the safety of its drivers. Officials emphasized that keeping drivers off the roads is critical to allowing snowplows and emergency vehicles to operate effectively. Schools across the affected regions have been closed, with many districts shifting to remote learning where possible. Government offices have either shut down or moved to limited staffing models. Private businesses have also closed their doors, with many employers instructing staff to work from home. Healthcare facilities remain operational, though non-emergency procedures in some hospitals have been postponed as a precaution. Authorities are urging residents to remain indoors unless absolutely necessary, particularly the elderly and those with underlying health conditions. While widespread power outages have so far been limited, officials remain Officials remain concerned about the combination of heavy wet snow and gusty winds potentially bringing down trees and power lines. Utility crews are on standby, prepared to respond quickly to outages. Emergency management teams across the region have been deployed to monitor conditions and coordinate snow removal efforts. Police and fire departments report responding to stranded motorists and minor weather-related accidents, but officials note that the travel bans have helped reduce the number of incidents. City sanitation crews are working around the clock to plow major roadways. However, secondary streets remain snow-covered in many neighborhoods. Weather experts say the storm system will gradually move out of the region, but dangerous conditions may persist even after snowfall tapers off. Frigid temperatures are expected to follow the storm, raising concerns about icy roadways and refreezing. Officials warn that black ice could create additional hazards during the cleanup phase. Climatologists note that while major snowstorms are not unusual in the Northwest, the rapid intensification of the system highlights the increasing unpredictability of winter weather patterns. Some experts point to broader climate trends that may contribute to stronger and more moisture-laden storms. Despite the severity of storm, many residents prepared in advance by stocking up on essentials and avoiding trouble before conditions worsened. Social media has been flooded with images and videos of snow-covered streets, buried vehicles, and iconic landmarks blanketed in white. Children in some neighborhoods ventured outside briefly to build snowmen and slid in nearby parks, though officials continue to caution against unnecessary exposure to the extreme conditions. For many long-time residents, the storm evokes memories of historic winter events that have defined life in the region. Still, authorities stress that this is not the time for complacency. As cleanup efforts begin, the focus now shifts to restoring normal operations and ensuring public safety. With more than a foot of snow already recorded in parts of the region and additional accumulation possible, this blizzard may rank among the most significant winter storms in nearly a decade. Travel bans remain in place in several areas, and officials say it may take days before full transit services resume and routes are completely cleared.